We are launching Gilgil Phase 8, the Ranch Gilgil Phase 8. And this plot, they are 50 by 100 piece of plot. And if you want to come here from Gilgil, it is just 15 kilometers to come to this plot.
Exactly. And the reason as to why the place is called Nagum is because there is a school available, which is one of the social amenities that we really appreciate in this place. We have a water project undergoing. We have a borehole undergoing.
We have hospital nearby, so this place is really growing.
So mko karibu sana. So it is 50 by 100 going for Kenya shillings 240,000 only.
Yes,
exactly. And
of course you don't have to pay the entire amount. You just need 10,000 Kenya shillings only to start this journey of owning the Ranch Gilgil Garden in Gilgil. 10,000 Kenya shillings deposit, and then you can clear the balance in a very flexible payment plan of 6 months or an year.
The number to call is
0705 525252. And remember that this amount that you're paying 240 is inclusive of your title deed. And after completing paying this amount, you just wait for 1 month duration to get your title deed.
Exactly. And the moment you start your payment plan, you have the freedom to do whatever you want to do with the land. You can plant trees, you can plant crops, what they grow here, you can be able to plant ata tomatoes.
Exactly.
You can plant here.
So guys, if you want to invest, you can call the number on your screen to book a site visit, which happens every Saturday, and you can call that number on your screen 0705 525252. Or you can visit our offices.
Yeah, you can visit our offices at Nairobi CBD, RNG Plaza, via Ronald Gala Street, 5th floor, room number 4. You'll be able to be helped there for more inquiries. Welcome to Faraja Settlers Limited, where
your property is our priority. Hi guys, hope mko poa. My name is Hira Maina aka Kamuhunjia.
Oh, my name is Grace of Hiram.
Yes, na pole kwa homa.
Hey, asanti. Guy, mimi imenipeleka nikafika. But I'm doing okay.
Yeah. And kama kawaida, we are proudly sponsored by Faraja Settlers Limited, and I'm sure that you will get to own those plots, those amazing deals, that you have seen earlier, so that you can be able to invest wisely with Faraja Settlers Limited. Now, today we have a very hot topic to discuss. It is a very hot one, because we are asking questions, that people, actually they are questions that have never been solved. No one has ever really solved this kind of matrix. Yes.
We are sorry.
Yes, and we are asking now, between your wife and your parents, who would come first in a few issues or in a few areas?
Yeah.
And these are things that we will be talking about, and Grace will take us through so that we can be able to understand where many people understand. And of course, you can also tell us between your wife or your partner and your parent, mom or dad, who would come first in such issues.
So guys, we are not even here to look for a solution. Just cover this one.
It's just an open.
It's just an open forum.
Yes.
So mkisikia wengine wamepandisha nini, when it gets hot in here, tunaweka disclaimer. We are not here to look for a solution. Na hiyo sio msimamo yetu. We are just here to discuss. So you just do your thing. Do what you do best. So number one question.
Yes.
So, who would sit? No, I'm asking you. Who would sit at the front kwa gari? Who would you choose between your wife and your mom?
For me, you would sit in front.
because
and you always sit in front.
Yeah. So maybe what I should say is, maybe I should explain why then I sit in front.
No, I have not finished.
Oh.
You know, I think hii maneno ya kukaa in front, it depends with also the parent. There are those parents that feel entitled that, you know, I have to sit in front because this is my son.
Yeah.
But there are those parents who don't mind. And there are those even parents, they can actually tell the wife, no, you are the one who is supposed to sit there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So for me, I think especially even for my mom, because hizi vitu sana zinakuanga za now the mother and the wife, not the father. Wazee
wananga maneno mingi.
But now it is, I think hii issue inatakanga kuhandliwa na wisdom. Especially if a parent has a lot of wisdom, hata chukulia ikiwa something bad.
Actually, mzazi, I think when now your mother-in-law, once umemsoma, umejua kona wisdom, you can comfortably sit at the front. And that is why I think I have never felt ati I'm uncomfortable nikikaa mbele because of the kind of a mom-in-law I have. Yeah, I think that's why I feel comfortable. Although kwa ikikuja ni mzee sasa I think anakaanga mbele.
Mzee?
Inafaa kuwa mbele. Unajua mzee sasa.
But hiyo si kumaanisha basi umeteremsha mama.
No, but now that you have also anikad me ati ninakaanga mbele, uliambia dada kae mbele, why?
Kwa sababu you know, mzee si ati mzee anatakanga apewa heshima sana.
Yeah, it's different. I think it's kind of different.
Yes,
yeah.
But also, you know, a parent is a parent. See, then my mom should sit in front.
Hiyo kitu nataka kuandoliwa a lot of.
Na wewe kwa nini basi hujai sema wacha nikae nyuma? You know, now you can tell us in ukiongelea kama sasa women. Kwa nini women they prefer kukaa mbele wasiruhusu mother-in-law akae nyuma?
I think reasons differ. Okay, personally, sijawahi ona issue kukaa mbele because sijawahi ona issue na yeye because of the way she is.
Nasema
it's never really an issue. That is me. To somebody else, kuna mama ata insist kukaa mbele because of something called positioning. Positioning. So there are women who feel your son has married me and my position is there, you know, at the front. I am the wife of your son. So my position is hapo. Kuna mama ana feeling sasa hiyo ni kufeel, you know, you feel the obligation, obligation kaina fulani because you feel that is your position because this is my husband at the front. Kwa nini nisikae na yeye na that is what marriage is.
But I think what happens is mtu kukaa when my mom sits in front,
what does that mean?
Bado inaonekananga is not that right. Na bado when my wife akikaa in front, inakaa and my mom nyuma, inakanga bado si right.
Because I think when a man marries, ni kumaanisha there is a lot that changes even when it comes to positioning. Unapata ulitoka and I think that is where the Bible says a man shall leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife. So I think that is why wives feel the cleaving ni kama hivyo. You sit at the front, now we are together, ulitoka kwenu. I think it's that symbolic. I think inakuanga symbolic. And I think that is why it is only natural for a woman to feel that now that I'm married to your son, I do have, this is now my position. Because ulitoka kwenu. So tena mom tena akikaa nyuma, kuna watu who feel umekosa heshima, huu ni mzazi. So that is why I think you should jaipata. That's why I started by saying do you. ile yenye inawawakianga. Na ukijua mom-in-law hapendi kukaa nyuma, msome, mpatie kiti ya mbele. Si ni hiyo time tu. Ukijua your mom-in-law hananga shida, hananga hizo.
Na hata ukijua ako sawa kukaa nyuma.
Occupy.
Umwambie wewe mama pana mam kanyu hapa tumbele.
Akikubali.
Ushaijaribu?
I don't know why I see ni kama nishaijaribu mama akasema akosa. Ama ni one person say wewe kaa tu mbele. I don't know because anyway I think just do you. Mimi ndivyo naweza. Hiyo kitu haina nini. Tena wife akikaa nyuma, their wives who feel ni kama wako nyuma in everything. They have been backbenched. You know, weka huko, you are not. Ni position inaletanga shida.
Na mama unajua ni amekuzaa.
Ni amekuzaa. But I think there should be that balance. Plus ka wisdom. Tena bibi yako kikaa nyuma sana, their wives who feel because you know we are emotional beings. Hello, we are emotional people. Their wives who might feel wamewekwa nyuma, wamedegradiwa, wamewekwa chini. I think that's the word. Yeah, so I don't think there is a manual and there is a specific way to handle that issue. I just think it depends with your mom-in-law. It depends. Now hapa sasa I'm talking in a position of a wife. It depends with your mother-in-law. It depends whether you even asked or requested her to come. It depends with many things. Yeah, but I think hako ka wisdom.
I think it haijaikuwa so it is an unsolved issue.
Yeah. But inakwanga issue kubwa.
It is a big issue because watu wanaweza kosana.
Watu wanakosananga juu hiyo. Yeah.
I remember there's a friend of mine alisema wacha wote wakae nyuma. Mimi niende hapa
by the way, you balance.
Yeah, because their mother-in-law and they cannot stand.
Then they cannot stand.
Hata atasema huyo mwanamke akona madharau sana.
Yeah.
Mimi anasema hata kuna mwingine anakuambia my dear, mimi siwezi kaa nyuma.
Wengine watakwambia live. Yeah. Kuna wengine watajionea tu unataka kukaa mbele.
But now according to me, nani anafaa kukaa mbele ama nyuma?
According to Mr. This is according to Hiram.
Acha nisijibu.
Sema.
Sijui, I don't know.
By now, our viewer, by now we all know.
We all know what?
Who you would prefer.
Who? Ni nani?
Ukisikia umeshindwa kusema. Okay, ama sema.
Sitasema, but at least now I have told people when ndio unakanga mbele.
But it was not about me.
Na
ninakanga mbele. Okay, I think mine was ilikuwa an example of wives who sit at the front. But kuna kuanga na different reasons why. Na mimi nimesema yangu it's because nikisoma mom sijaiona kama hiyo iko issue. I think it just happened automatically. Inakwanga tu mahali kwa akili. Sijaiona hiyo ikiwa issue na ukaniambia mama hawezi kuwa na issue na vitu kama hizo. But once in a while, si vibaya, alafu ni mara ngapi, you know it's not many times this thing happens. Mara mingi hata niona mbebanga, hata saije siko. These things happen once in a while. So I only remember, sikumbuki mara mingi yenye tumebeba mom, but I think ni venye niliona, unajua unasomanga tu environment, it was just automatic, yeah, na si kwa ubaya, si ubaya wowote.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ask another one.
Yeah, so, kuko na emergency and your wife calls you with an emergency. Your parent calls you with an emergency. Who will you respond to first? Underline the word first.
So meaning zote you will
of course
respond, but ni gani first?
Ni gani first and why?
My mom.
Why? No, you have to explain why.
Oh, my parent. Wacha niseme my mom or dad.
Yeah.
It is obvious.
What is obvious?
Now even you. Ebu kwanza jibu pia. If your mom or dad calls you an emergency and I call you for an emergency, ni nani? Hata for example, upate text. Nimekutext, nimekwambia kindly call niko na emergency
na
na your mom akutext akwambia kindly call, I have an emergency my daughter. Utapigia nani kwanza?
Okay, are we talking about calling back? Because calling back,
unajua tumesema emergency ni yeni. I'm just giving an example of an emergency.
Okay, calling back is easy because I'll call both.
No, the first one. I will call both. The first zote utarespond, but the first is one, nani
utarespondia, like nani
wa kwanza about ile ya kwanza. The question is the first. Unajua mwenye anakupigianga, if nikipata missed call ya mtu hapa nipate maybe wife, mom, the first one to call huyo mtu ndio ni kwa roho yako sana. So who would you call? Umepata a text kwanza, hii ni message amekwambia woi,
call me fast.
Hata sio hivyo, woi my daughter, kwanza nakuita hivyo, woi my daughter, nipigie niko na emergency. Na then yangu ipate nimekwambia hi dear, call me, I have an emergency babe. Utapigia nani kwanza? That is an example of an emergency.
I think nitapigia mzazi.
You see?
Also because
I was telling you guys.
Zingine ya mzazi, unajua I think it's because of the the vulnerability ya mzazi, alafu hujui most likely ako mbali na wewe. Hujui what's going on. You feel there is an emergency to call back your parent because of such reasons. And I think also, tungeweka disclaimer, it depends.
Na nini?
It depends with maybe okay, kuna time mzazi anaweza kuandikia yenyewe umrespondia. What if amekuwa mgonjwa for long?
Tuseme normally kama normally the husband was okay, the mom or your dad was okay, upata tu message. Utapigia nani?
Mimi nasema on a normal day without having
any
history checking. On a normal day I think nitapigia mzazi because of the vulnerability. Of course, if my partner was unwell or was in a position that we were not sure about, si usikize venye nasema,
wacha kuexplain hizo zingine. We are not talking about illness. Of course, if mtu alikuwa mgonjwa ni automatically, that is so obvious,
and it was
you
your
don't
partner,
have to explain.
Mimi nitapigia my partner.
No, we are not talking about if somebody has a situation. We are talking about if normally, without any, the partner has no problem, the mama has no problem, you just get a text.
Okay. No, I would, of course, the first person I would call ni mzazi, and then immediately after that I would look for my partner. Call him kwanza ni, lakini sasa mwenye utarespondia after that pia ita depend.
Responding in here. I'm just giving an example. So even me, I will respond to my parent first.
Good. At least.
So kwa hivyo sasa kumaanisha partner yuko kwa maisha yangu.
No, unajua si ati hutarespond.
Utarespond too, but anyway the feeling is mutual.
See, whatever at the end of the kwani kuchukua simu hata nikiongea na mzazi nitamuuliza Niki.
So the point is, I think even before we continue, the point is a parent come first than of course the wife. Without even like concluding the issue of the matter, the parent, your mom or dad come first. Then
it is easier said than done though.
The wife.
Lakini ukirespondia pia mzazi usikae sana kama hujarespondia.
My point is the parent will come first. That.
Si hata wewe uliza hiyo.
Gani hiyo sasa? Si uniambie. Wewe uliza tu because wewe ndio uko na maswali.
So uko na you have money cash at hand. Can I give an example like how much? Okay. You have like 20,000 cash at hand or wherever ama M-Pesa. Unataka kutumia mtu. Between mzazi na your partner utatumia nani? Utazigawanyisha aje? Will you split them or who will you give more, who will you give less, and why? Support your answer.
So I have money yenye sina matumizi na I just want to send to my parent and my wife.
Or your unajua wote wawili wanakuwa na matumizi.
So the question is who I would give more.
okay, the question is one, you can decide to split into half. Watumie equal amounts. Explain why, in case you would. If not, ni kumaanisha if you're not splitting into half, ni kumaanisha kuna moja, kuna mtu anapewa zaidi, kuna mwingine anapewa less. Explain why. Option number 3, kuna mtu mwenye anapewa yote. Explain why. Which is your option? A, half. 2, one more, the other less. 3, all of it.
Now if I have money, si nafanyanga shopping kwangu, nafanya everything, na provide everything. And I have 20,000 here na nataka kupea. Now of course, if it is 20, see I will give my mom 12,000, I send you 8.
Kwa nini unampea zaidi?
Ati kwa nini nampatia zaidi? Kwa sababu usiwe na wewe pesa zenye niko nazo hata unanizako bado.
Oh, me, I can be able to access
if you want even. Si unasema.
Na sasa maybe na happeningi mara mingi. Do you know haitokangi hivyo ikikuja ni kwa bibi. Ati unapatia mzazi mingi, unampatia kidogo. Akijua maybe saa zingine wife anaweza kosa kufikiria hivyo that she can access. It doesn't always come out the way you are thinking. So the reason
I think the question I think what you could have asked is between your wife and your parent, ni nani unaweza pea pesa, nani unaweza mpatianga pesa sana?
Mara mingi.
Hata si mara mingi, pesa mingi, more than the other.
See, that
now I want to refer you to a song, a Kikuyu song. And I don't own the copyright of that song. And it is a gospel song. Inasemanga,
this is made for entertainment purposes.
This is for entertainment.
Entertain me.
Mwedwa gemo hegiri, maito gomo heire. I don't need to continue.
Kuna kakitu inasemanga.
Mwedwa gemo hegiri, meaning if I am giving my wife 1,000, maito gomo heire, my mama nitampatia 2,000. Ni waji alile gono aliniza. Yeah.
Well, I think that's fine. I don't see any problem with that.
Na wewe?
However,
jibu kwanza wewe.
Sasa unajua wale I think when you okay. For me, I think I would strike a balance. I think I would strike. Sasa
but in this sense that do you give men money? No, you don't.
I think in terms of, unajua pia nyinyi hamtakangi kupewa.
So you give your mom.
So hiyo yetu sana hiyo ina apply sana kwenu. I think personally, as a wife, I don't find a problem. I think
if a man is providing, maybe hakosi kitu, then why would you want more money? See, I send my mom that money.
Lakini hiyo pia wacha nikuambia ka wisdom nugget, because the way you men see things is not the way we see them, because we have a very different emotional and psychological we are different. So you might think something your way and it might not come out the same when it comes to us, because kuna kwanga na tushida tu. I think hata sisi tunajuanga unapelekea mzazi ma shopping mingi, kikuja ni kwetu unaleta kidogo agake. So I think what I would personally what I think as Grace or as a wife is strike a balance. Don't show your wife, usionyeshe bibi ati usimpatia a certain notion, because that is what we get, that is what we capture. We start thinking ndio important sana, mimi haunioni, I am your wife.
See, that is what I'm saying. If you provide, unafanya shopping, unafanya everything, you still want money.
Ukapesa sio kabaya, lakini usinionyeshe hivyo, usinionyeshe. I think strike a balance. Sometimes give mzazi mingi, sometimes nipatie mingi.
But why did the all of that songs say that? He said, when I'm giving out my money, I will give my wife 1,000 and my mom 2,000.
That's fine, but I'm saying
And I think most Kikuyu men are following that song.
yeah, but I think usionyeshe, I don't know whether you're getting, usionyeshe bibi yako that all the time she comes second, because tukiangalia hata hizi vitu zenye zote tunaongelelea, to be honest, you know me, I'm realistic because I'm the emotional being. Nyinyi mnakwanga a bit factual and you're right in your own way, but kwa hizo points zote zenye tunaongea, usiwahi onyesha bibi ati, I think nyinyi lazima yenyu lazima you apply a lot of wisdom. Usionyeshe bibi yako hivyo ati kila wakati you come nyuma second, usimuonyeshe hivyo. Saa zingine I think strike a balance. Saa zingine muonyeshe you are my number one. Saa zingine huko ukituma 10,000 huku kwingine tuma 15,000 kwako, you know, strike a balance. Saa zingine huko, but don't show your wife.
But kwani kwangu natuma, si the money ni yake.
But no, you are discussing about money.
Sinasema if I'm sending my mom
hata kama ni yake,
wewe si uko na kila kitu, na ukitaka kitu utasema my mom anaweza taka kitu but akosa kuniambia.
And that is why I said it is okay, because your parent does not always have access to your money.
Exactly.
But your wife does.
Yes.
But okay, maybe ikikam ni issue ya pesa tunaweza kosa kucomplain sana, because of course husbands do other stuff apart from all that. Maybe ana provide kwa nyumba, analipa rent, anafanya, so you might not really complain as much. But I want you to understand that sometimes we do not reason the way you people reason, because we have a different way of taking things. And I get. So usionyeshe bibi yako hivyo kila wakati. Saa zingine muonyeshe. Hakuna kitu tunapenda as wives, tunapenda sana kuonyeshwa. Hakuna mtu anachukia kutambuliwa. Tunapendanga sana kuonyeshwa that you know. Yeah. So I think strike a balance.
Okay. Now as we come to the end, I'm sure we have just one more.
So this one yeah, so this one is about who would you write as your next of kin. Kwa zile documents zenye wanaitishanga next of kin, who would you write?
Especially when it comes to, you know, things that are of tangible.
Akina, property.
Yes.
Insurances. Hospitali money, pia. Hospitali wanakuulizanga hapo.
Tangible is, yeah, money is also tangible.
Wait, wacha tuweke disclaimer. Here next of kin ikikuja ni hospitali, watoto blah 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 blah, we all know who is the next of kin is the other parent, your partner. Yeah, so here it is.
We are talking about maybe you have property, a title deed.
Yeah, hizo.
You have a plot. Yeah. You have money in your bank, like you know, good money. Who would you write next of kin? That is a very, very tricky question.
Very tricky.
Ina depend huyo mtu partner wako mmepelekana aje.
I thought so too.
Because kama mpelekani, there is no way unaweza muandika.
You can have, but explain kupelekana.
You know, a partner and marriages, unaweza kuwa na mtu na leo na kesho muachane and life moves on. So risking writing that person as your next of kin, it is not really wise. You know, because you are never sure of if mtakuwa na yeye. You know, that is why many people prefer writing maybe, you know, your parent.
How sure are you about God forbid na mwenye umeandika next of kin akapass, regardless who?
Mwenye umeandika next of kin, si uko uhai, you change.
Or you can still change.
Wewe kama hujakufa, next of kin ni in case. Wewe sasa. Lakini huyo mwingine akikufa si unachangingi, si amekufa, unaandika mwingine.
I think the risk of, okay, I get you, the risk of kuandika part, but you know you are not anticipating mwachane, but anyway.
Unasema ina depending ni level gani. For example, somebody of my mom's age kwa pesa zake ama nini haizi andika maybe the parent you know where wamefika with my dad they are celebrating their 40 years in marriage you know there is no way my mom anaweza andika the parent you see
it depends,
because penye wamefikishana 40 years in marriage it is so obvious ataandika huyo mwenye kona yeye because even of the children.
So the challenge is here, the young couples.
But you cannot tell me you are married to your person for 1 year, 2 years, unamwandika all your properties. It can't happen
but I think
unless
they
you're
need
not
to teach
wise.
us these people who qualifies.
No, level.
Batakunanga nini, next of kin inaachiangwa client. There is no way to, ni choice ya client. They cannot advise you how to choose.
They cannot. It is you to, in case
ni wewe
haupatikani, who can make a decision for that property or for that the finances. Next of kin, who can make that decision?
So, we calculate the risks. If you write your partner, for example, and then unfortunately, because that is an unfortunate thing that happens, juu hakuna watu huoana waachane, watu huoana wakae pamoja, so it is usually an unfortunate thing. So, it is very unfortunate. Juu hakuna watu wanakujanga pamoja, watengane. What is the point of
I think you can still change mkiachana.
Now that is where the risk is, because now if you write your partner alafu mwachane
unamtoa
I think that's the only way to sort it out.
So the advantage of now writing your parent is that you'll never have those mind ya kufikiria ati in case hata unajua you can amwezi achana na your parent you see
alafu hakuna mzazi, because I believe most property are usually especially for the children. The issue actually is the children. You have to write somebody who you know your children will be safe, because property, a wise father leaves property to his children. So property sana sana inakuanga juu ya watoto. So as much as you're also thinking about yourself as a man, you have to think about your kids. Mtu akakuwa hayuko, watoto wangu hii mali itawafikia, watakuwa sawa. So you'll be able to know, lakini sasa ya partner haujuangi. I think it's the uncertainty. Ya partner haujuangi lakini kama ni watoto wake,
kama unataka watoto, the benefit ya kuandika next of kin kama kwa bibi ama vice versa, it's because of the kids.
It's because of the kids.
Because automatically bibi si anapata hizo vitu. So akiwa na watoto si wako safe.
Wako safe. I think that's where sasa nilikuwa nasema saa zingine writing your partner.
Wewe unaweza andika nani sasa?
Now that you
it is a no yes answer.
Well, personally I find the need ya kuandika partner because of the kids. But also kuandika mzazi,
it is safe.
It is also safe because of the issue of kukuwa na those unfortunate happenings na inconveniences hizo za kuachana nini. But now again, when I think about the children, who is more accessible to the kids? Is it the partner or a parent? Nani anaweza karibia watoto zaidi?
Of course the partner.
Yeah. So I think hapo pa partner inakuanga mzuri, and I think ndio mimi naombanga tu Mungu marriages are meant to work. Juu marriages kukosa kuwork inakuanga na a lot of mahasaras na inconveniences, because now stuff like that become a bit tricky, because it is not even funny going to change the next of kin juu umeachana na mtu na ulikuwa umemwandika. It's not funny. But I think pia mzazi it is safe because hakuna stories ya kuachana, you will never change that. And then of course mzazi hawezi deny wajukuu wake. Hiyo time ikifika ya kuagawia nini whatever, hawezi wafanya vibaya. Yeah. So I think the other idea you can have is to split, is to have a balance.
Yeah, kuna
property zingine andika
your
partner, property zingine
your parent,
andika mzazi, so that you are safe. I think so.
Yeah. So guys, tell us what would you do in those areas that we have touched. Hapo kwa comment section. And that is where we'll come to the end of today's topic. Kindly remember to invest with Faraja Settlers Limited. My name is Hira Maina.
My name is Grace Mwai.
God bless you.
Bye.
We are right now to a place called Kidhimani. Now this is in Machakos County, and actually from Kidhimani town to here it is just 5 minutes drive.
Imagine mimi nimeingia tao, nimeingia Kidhimani, kidogo nikashtukia nimefika.
Tuko kwa shamba
already. So it's an ideal place. It's only, it has taken us 5 minutes to get here. And so number one, ni ati unafika haraka. It's very accessible. It's just 5 minutes from where we are. Yes.
Exactly. And actually, if you want to know where these plots are, it is just next to Chumbani Primary School. If you know Chumbani Primary School, next it is Faraja Settlers plot, and these plots, they are 50 by 100 piece of plot. And if you want to own this plot, you can just call the number on your screen, 0705 525252, and they are 50 by 100 piece of plot.
Yes.
So if you want to own this plot, mtu anafaa kukuwa na pesa ngapi?
Mtu anafaa kukuwa na 300. Tuko na offer by the way, wacha niweke disclaimer. Tuko na offer ya Kenya shillings 370,000
only.
Hiyo ni offer. Deposit it is 50,000 payable in 6 months. Yes.
And it is good our viewers to know that this amount is inclusive of your title deed.
Hakuna malipo ingine.
Hakuna charges zingine zinaongezeka after you have completed paying this amount. Yes. And remember that after completion of this amount, 370,000 Kenya shillings cash, all you have to do is wait for just 1 month for your title deed.
Utakuwa umepata title deed yako So kwa wale maybe mnauliza ni amenities gani tunaongelelea, tumewaambia shule iko hapo Chumbani school. After that we have the plots over here. Tuko na stima, tuko na maji. Immediately after the center, the town center that is next is a market, a very big market, inaitwa Kimango. Kimango market. So mambo yako imeangaliwa vizuri na barabara nasikia dudhi.
We are just next to the road.
Just next to the road. Barabara iko hapo. So guys, you are sorted na hii offer haikai.
It's just 1 week.
Mko karibu sana.